If I could describe this episode in one word, that word would probably be excitement. This episode not only sets up events, but it also creates certain implications that could happen in the future, particularly for Sung Jin-woo. The episode begins with Jin-woo and Jo-hee at the park, and I was so happy at first, man, because I was like, yes! Jin-woo is finally about to clap them cheeks. But as soon as Jo-hee started talking about how she chooses lower ranked dungeons on purpose and how timid she is, bruh, I started shaking my damn head. And at last, Jo-hee tells Jin-woo that she's retiring. And man, this made me so sad. Regardless of all of the crying and screaming that this girl's been doing so far, I actually really liked her character. Like, I was thinking that since Jin-woo got his awakening and started growing in strength, that it was gonna motivate her to grow as well, but nope. She gives him back that crystal and tells him that she isn't built like that and that he should find another bitch. It's gonna be so weird not seeing Jo-hee again, but now it looks like Jin-woo can get with Hae-in. It's better for her to live a normal life at home with her parents, to be honest, rather than going on all of these missions, risking her life and getting PTSD. Like, I respect her for her decision, and besides, she's probably the most realistic character in this series. She knew her ability and dipped. Farewell, Jo-hee, we will miss you. Jin-cho warns Jin-woo that Dong-soo's coming for him, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that Dong-soo was gonna be light work for Jin-woo, but that was before Jin-cho said that he's an S rank. Jin-woo has fought C ranks, B ranks and even an A rank, but having an S rank hunter wanting to smoke you is not something to joke about with. Like, this is definitely going to give Jin-woo a reason to go way harder with his daily missions and dungeon quests now. I can't wait to see what Dong-soo can do. Jin-ho introduces Jin-woo to his strike team, and bruh, this man assembled the sorriest group of bums he could find just to fill up the numbers. But there was this particular girl in the group, and I was asking myself, where have I seen her before? And then I realized that this girl is Gina's friend. This is the same chick who was talking down on Jin-woo, saying that she could do a better job as a hunter. She needs to chill out.
Stop it. Get some help.
But all jokes aside, Jin-ho's strike team is a pretty good deal for everyone. He got a bunch of losers to sit around and do nothing, who get paid 3 million per raid while Jin-woo levels up and Jin-ho deals with his daddy issues. It's a win-win. Jin-woo acquires the stealth skill and him and Jin-ho head into the dungeon together, and bro, Jin-woo was on a generational run in these dungeons. It was so sick seeing the way my man was clearing all of them in a record time and rapidly leveling up. And also the OST that was being played as well was fire. Sawano is the solo composer because every new track he drops is just better than the last one. And man, I must say, that stealth skill that Jin-woo has now is so overpowered. I thought that the poison was something, but this skill is gonna be a problem for his enemies. Like, he's now so strong that each of his current skills have also leveled up as well, and he now has a fatal skill strike. And just look at this man, so inspirational. I'm so proud of him. After all of that soloing, he's now between a B and an A rank, and he's now reached the required level to get a job change quest. And this is very interesting to me because it seems that there's a difference between the instance dungeon he went to before and this one. Like, maybe these types of quests are like one-offs or something that he does when he reaches a new level. At the White Tiger Guild, the manager gets word that there's a hunter that's got that dog in him, so he decides to scout him out so that he can join the guild. And I just realized that's the same guild that Bayek is the master of. The manager walks in on the raid and sees the strike team fucking around, and he realizes that Jin-woo went to probably complete the dungeon by himself. Sung-min sits down with Jin-woo and tries to convince him to join the White Tiger Guild, and this guy was so confident, thinking that Jin-woo was gonna join them. But Woo is all about chasing the bag, and he tells him that his offer ain't shit. So Jin-woo flexes his stealth skill and almost kind of threatens this dude, asking him if other people know about his secret. But if that's not enough, Sung Jin-woo goes on to scam this man by selling free gates they weren't gonna use. And bro, this was so hilarious. All of those intelligence points went to good use. Sung Scam Woo is a true finesser. Like, bro used Sung Min to make more money, and I can't even hate on that. Going into business with Jin-ho was the best decision he made. They should have named this episode Solo Hustling. And you know what's insane here is that the manager basically paid 600 million for Jin-woo's phone number. So far, knowing this man, he's definitely gonna find a way to contact Jinwoo again sooner rather than later. In the episode as well, we also saw Jong-in having a nightmare. This was just gorgeous animation they used to animate that. Like for a second, it felt like I was watching a different series because it gave us such a creepy and horror type of feeling to the scene. Jeju Island seems to be like a recurring thing that's been brought up in the first part quite a bit, and I've seen a lot of people say that Jeju Island is basically like the best arc in Solo Leveling, and we know that the S rank hunters Bayek and Jong-in had some sort of failed raid on that island. Why they were there, we don't know. Who or what caused these two to fail their mission, we also don't know. There seems to be some sort of threat on that island. This shit is just getting me hyped because it seems like everything in the story so far is leading up to that. Whenever this arc gets adapted, bro, this might just break the internet. Like, I've been seeing some people online mentioning how like Solo Leveling basically has no story and it's all action and stuff. I just kind of like wanted to give my 2 cents on it because when I first started watching it, I knew exactly what I was getting into. I wasn't expecting an Oscar award-winning story or anything like that. But to say that Solo Leveling is all action is quite a surface level understanding of the series in my opinion. The initial appeal of Solo Leveling was its standard underdog story. And I didn't have an issue with that, of course. But I would say my perspective on the series changed after episode 6. The idea of him gaining strength while gradually losing his humanity, that's just such an intriguing element of the story. Like, despite the epic action, the great animation and the OST, I think one of the main things why people like this anime is because of that aspect of the story. This episode set up so many things that will have ramifications for Jinwoo's character in the future, especially the more he levels up and people find out. Like, I can't speak for everyone, but at least for me, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I can't imagine what his character is going to be like when he reaches S rank and all the shit he has to deal with at that point. Guys, man, this was a good episode, man, and I've heard that the next episode is going to be a banger, so bro, I'm going to be ready for that. I'm bracing myself to see what happens in it. Like, thank you to everyone who took out the time to watch the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment on what you thought about the episode, and if you feel like this season and A1 Pictures are doing a good job with this adaptation. Until next week, stay blessed.